The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through to... Radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
He finds his man, Sky Moore.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you,
and that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Hal to the air on 1st and 10.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd and 3. Powell.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
On the return, it's Tony. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Now here's Mahomes. And he floated one out there incomplete.
No doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Shoves him aside.
Still going.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Powell out of the shotgun.
Short throw, he's got Kraft, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Throwing here, Howell. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Howell down to throw it. Short throw, he's got Kraft.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Here comes Tony on the return.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it. And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0.
21. Packers, nothing.
Come on now. Let's go, man. Let's do it. Let's go now. Let's go. I got you, baby. What's the deal, y'all? Playmaker, step up. That's what it is. That's what it is. Take that. It's showtime, baby. Bring it. Hey, what we got? Come on now. Let's ride, dog. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it up, baby.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Howell's throw brought in by Austin.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
As they've got it as we resume action.
Here's Howell.
And it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And Howell will throw it.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Deep to return is Calvin Austin.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Mahomes now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Mahomes firing complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And this is what it's been like all game long. Guys running free in the middle of the field. This defense has just had no answer for this passing game. And that's another good hookup there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That one caught by Rice. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. He finds more in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's smart, baby. Let's ride, dog. Hey, let's get as a group. Let's go. They got to walk that walk. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Y'all got time. Let's go. Bring it. That ain't got enough. Let's go. It's all right, Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Dana. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him at 190 receiving yards now. He's putting on a show. He also has a 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Touchdown! Noah Gray, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half.
but this has been total, utter domination.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Short throw, he's got Kraft.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big body.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw. Howell working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Howell throwing on first down here.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Howell. That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Howell. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Second and 7. Howell looking to throw again.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Howell throwing on third down here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
No gain on the play. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Off play action. It's Howell. Completes Austin here over the middle.
And he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go play action. Howell.
His throw incomplete.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on the previous drive is to come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back. Give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost turned into an interception. Offense trying to make a big play, defense trying to make a big play, turned into an incompletion. So now maybe they can back off a little bit, try to relax him, and get him something that'll work.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Try the right side with Mitchell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
And Howe will throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Antonio Johnson makes the stop.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now here's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Justin Watson, 58 yards.
And the Chiefs are pouring it on.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This is where you step up, right here, baby. Get some guard now. Let's go. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Make it work, boy. Every day, let's do what we do every day. I got my carpet rolled out for you. It's nothing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of click.
And now the rookie's free. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
109 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Mitchell here.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Throwing here, Howell.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Good footwork at the 30. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Outright and brought in by Moore.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Going to be caught here, left side, Moore.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Sky Moore
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Let's rock and roll. Let's roll. Get ready. What's the deal, y'all? I know you have.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10. Howell out of the shotgun.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Howell. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout, in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Even though they were stopped before the 1st down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
1st down, Howell to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
From the 21, here's 2nd and a couple. On the draw, here's Mitchell.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, we all know this quarterback had to spend plenty of time studying prior to the game, but he has to be tired of seeing these guys, especially him. 3rd time now he's brought this quarterback down. Whole defense has had a great game, but 3 sacks, not hard to find who one of the leaders of that effort was.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
He finds his receiver, Watson. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throw left side, completion to Rice.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll run with Pacheco.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.